Welcome back to the Big Arch. We're up to now to volume 2. Today we'll be talking about gearing, final drive ratio, and basically traction. Okay, first of all, we'll be talking about obviously FDR first. Obviously that's a combination of all the gearing, say with the diff, obviously your spur gear, and with the pinions. I know there was a lot of debate about discussing with the FDR whether what number is right. I don't think, in my opinion, there's no such thing as a number. It's all about, obviously for us, it's all about the drive feel. So whatever you do on the gearing, we always just keep testing till it feels right. So we didn't say, we would never say like a 7 is correct, or we would say 10 is correct. There's no such thing. Every single chassis runs on a different FDR. So we all do is we keep trying, try different combinations and see which one works. Okay, second topic. Obviously, how do we know whether our FDR is right, or how we could tell which one we're gonna use? Obviously, first of all, we would always try and use whatever we have straight away. So we're not gonna start changing everything. We will drive it. For us to know first whether we're too high or we're too low, if we end up going on track and we're on full throttle all the time, it means that our gearing is too high in number. So what we'll do is we usually do a gear reduction, meaning we'll use maybe either a bigger pinion or a smaller spur gear just to increase the wheel rotation. See if that will compensate you not having to full throttle all the time. On another note, if you ended up the car being way too fast on like smaller throttle or smaller resolution, obviously then we start going for a bigger gear, meaning bigger spur gear or a smaller pinion, just so that you add more resolution and have more throttle feel. So it means that the car will be less nervous, will be more easier to drive, and you could use a better throttle range. Like I said, there's no such thing as whatever the number is. Our keynote is the same thing. If it's, if you end up having a bit too slow and you're having to use too much throttle, then you end up using basically smaller spur gear and bigger pinions. And if you think that the car is already too fast, and then we end up using a bigger spur gear and a smaller pinion. That's kind of the most basic in terms of FDR. So it's not about the number, it's about how whatever it feels on the chassis. Okay, another topic with in terms of traction, obviously we got a few samples here. We got a gear diff, obviously we got oil inside of it. Obviously this is a spool, which is a solid diff, and obviously on some of the cars that we have here, we got ball diff, which is kind of the most common one that we use. Whichever best, there really is no such thing. Same thing, is more of how it feels to drive for you or preference. Some people would use ball diff, but they tighten up really well anyway, so kind of missing the whole point. Or some people just use it as a spool because that's all they know. Like I said, this section is up for debate for everyone, but for us, I mean, we've kind of been using ball diff for some time now, and it's kind of what we know more. Gear diff, I personally tried it before, but I hasn't quite explored it in a sense. Obviously, for most of everyone uses is spool, which is a more common in other chassis. So, but like I said, it's same thing, preference, whichever feels right. That's all for today for the FDR. If you have any questions, comment, like, follow me on Big Arch, RC Kingstar. Follow Mr. Wayne on his YouTube and his Facebook page. Yeah, make sure you watch out for the next episode of Big Arch.